Come on.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another video of Cage Combat and Fitness. I haven't done any of these videos in quite a while. If you notice the shorts and the videos I've been posting, they've been mainly from Chinese New Year's. A quick summary of what Chinese New Year's is to our martial arts school is we perform the Chinese lion dance for restaurants and businesses and celebrations. The lion and the dragon signify good luck. We normally don't use a dragon because we're usually contracted to go to businesses. It's a great way to start your year. It's not just for Chinese culture, but it's a good tradition for any culture. You own your own business. It really doesn't matter which business it is. Basically, the lion goes in and brings in all the good luck. We dance. It's more of a, it's really symbolic. Again, it's really. It also brings a lot of attention. It helps a lot of the businesses bring in a few more customers that day as well, because we're playing the drums. We got the lion playing with the people in the businesses. They play with the people outside of the business. We attract a lot of attention. A lot of the people that watch us perform really enjoy it. They ask us when the next performance is, where it's going to be. So we get a lot of gigs, especially here in the Imperial Valley. We've also performed in Las Vegas, in the Del Mar Fair, Guadalajara, Guanajuato, León. So it's not just limited to locally, but wherever anyone wants to have us perform. So granted, this Chinese New Year's we've been really busy. We've had performances at schools as well, for cultural arts events. You name it. But yeah, mostly we're in the lion. My daughter says they look like tigers. It's true, they do look like tigers, but they signify the Chinese lion. So let's get down to it. Today's video, it's about sparring. I know I've done videos like this before, and I'm gonna keep doing them again. Bring that awareness to all of my martial art brothers out there, martial art brothers and sisters. Very important. So if you're serious about martial arts and using it in the form of self-defense and combat, because you can practice martial arts and not spar. Now you can do that, because some people just like the workout out of it. They just like the aerobic workout. They like the feeling they get from kicking and punching. It's kind of like if you take that cardio combat or cardio kickboxing, or Tai Bo. You are doing the same movements as a combatant, but the intention is mainly to get a workout, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you can get in shape, get ripped, develop muscle in all the right places from working out using martial art moves, go ahead. Got my 100% support. So this video is not really for you. It's more for the people who train in the martial arts to develop a sense of self-defense, and also a bit of a sports combat. I don't condone violence. I don't condone you using the martial arts to go pick a fight or challenge some rival school or anything like that, any like that bullshit. But if you want to be good at combat, hand to hand, it doesn't matter what martial art you practice, doesn't matter what system you practice, you need to spar. That it just comes down to it. It's all about the intention. You can practice, you can box, you can do martial arts, you can and especially to like the stand-up fighting, You can practice the movements as much as you want. You can practice a kick 1,000 times, but if you don't know how to connect that kick, how to incorporate speed and timing, know the dangers of exposing your attack to an opponent, yeah, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail against somebody who has actually trained themselves in sparring. They might not have the aesthetics to do a very fancy punch or a very fancy kick, but if they know how to fight, they're going to demonstrate that experience towards you. A martial artist also matures with sparring. Yeah, because many things can happen in a sparring match. First of all, if you're doing cardio kickboxing, Taibo, normally you keep the same pace, the same rhythm, the same heartbeat throughout the whole workout. Why? Because you get accustomed to it, and then you keep your heart rate at the same level. So yeah, you get used to it. It's kind of like when you're jogging. When you're jogging, you get used to the moment, you get used to the momentum, and it just keeps on going. But when you spar, when you're fighting, your heart rate goes up and down because you're trying to anticipate the other opponent's attack. You're trying to defend. Your body gets heavier at the wrong times. You try to get faster when you acknowledge you get heavier. A lot goes through your mind when you're sparring and you're fighting. It's kind of like fencing, like how Bruce Lee takes fencing. You're looking for the right moment to strike. In sparring, it's not just wailing on your opponent consistently. No, you're waiting for an attack. You're waiting for yourself to throw an attack. You're relaxing your body to counter an attack. Sparring is very, very important for combat. Now, a lot of my channel is we try to incorporate combat as much as possible. Now, yeah, we'll be practicing techniques here and there. We'll be practicing some boxing techniques, kickboxing techniques, kung fu techniques, jeet kune do techniques, even karate techniques, some taekwondo techniques. Whatever we can throw in there, we're going to incorporate it. What people fail to see is that it's not really about what style is better. It's about how well you can execute a movement in a fight. I mean, I've seen gang cholos sucker punch somebody and knock them out with a move that's not aesthetically pleasing. But I can guarantee you that cholo, that gangster, has knocked out other people with that punch over and over again. So, might not look good, and most fighting doesn't look good, but a lot of people that have been in fights, they have the timing down. They know when to add that strength, that force. But if you never fought before in a sparring match, in a real sparring match, not just with somebody from your own style, because usually when you fight somebody at your own style, from your own class, it's like a dance. You develop a rhythm, so you tend to anticipate a lot of the movements. So that heart rate goes down a bit. You're anticipating because you kind of know what they're gonna do, and you know the level of pain they're gonna inflict on you. Most likely, they're not gonna try to hurt you. Somebody from your own class. So at the end of the fight, you're gonna be fine. But let's say you go to a gym and somebody's practicing their boxing techniques, and you say, hey, do you want to partake in a friendly sparring, which is something that I've done. You don't know at what level they're going to come at you with, and you don't know what they're going to do. So now you have a lot of people around the gym working out but watching you. Your pride level goes up. You don't want to mess up. So all that goes into your emotion when you're sparring. So you're not just aware of your opponent, you're aware of your surroundings, because we're human. That's what we naturally don't want to mess up in front of other people. So you start sparring, your heart rate's going like this. You get tired faster. So if you've already sparred, you've already done this dance with other styles, with other people, you developed a more calmer sense of being, kind of like a samurai in a fight. But if you haven't, guess what's gonna happen? Your body, your punches, your kicks are gonna weigh 1,000 pounds. It's gonna be very tough for you to execute a technique because the adrenaline is making you so heavy that you really don't know why your movements are not as quick as they've been before. Is you're thinking too much. So yeah, sparring is a key. Sparring is something that you need to do. I'm not saying go out there and get hurt. I'm not saying go out there and hurt somebody else. You can very well do a controlled sparring where a lot of your movements have more speed to it. But yeah, in sparring, you aim to the head. You get punches thrown to your head. Aim to the stomach. Check the groin. I'm not saying kick somebody in the nads. I'm saying check the groin. Kick, punch to that area to a point where your opponent knows you could have gotten him there. I know that in a few point sparring tournaments, I would have a few guys approach me before their fights, and we would spar, only to loosen up. And these were opponents that I wasn't gonna spar in my division, but we got together and sparred, knowing that we could go all out without the worry of having to fight each other later on. Because when you spar with somebody, you develop a bond. You might think like, oh man, those guys want to go at it, they hate each other. No, martial artists know that when you spar with somebody, you develop the martial arts bond with them. You develop a combat bond. There's a lot of respect when it comes to sparring for most people. So a lot of emotion is involved, a lot of adrenaline. So you gotta learn how to calm that down, bring it down to where your heart rate allows you to be fast. Anyways, that's my take on sparring. Please comment, disagree with me. You've seen my videos. I get a lot of good comments, a lot of not so great comments on my training. That's fine, because like I said, this has worked out for me for so many years. To this day, I've had no problem with my body reacting intuitively and having the right intention each time I need to attack. So, works out for me. If you guys find value in my videos, like and subscribe. If you don't, well, thanks for watching that one time. All right, guys, have a great day.
一局，预备，开始。
第一局比赛开始。红方倒地，蓝方得2分。